Well, Linda Barcz from the Barcz Company is here to answer your plant and garden questions. The number to call if you'd like to talk to Linda is 270-9933. And you've got some beautiful things here. We're going to first talk about this one, which I know nothing about. But you're going to tell me, the amaryllis.
Absolutely, I will. Yes, that is a bulb, pretty good size, and you plant it about half the depth. You put it in a pot where you only have the pot about an inch bigger on either side and leave half of that exposed, and then this big, tall flower stalk comes up. And you have these big, dramatic
flowers. Gorgeous.
And
now, tell me how long that takes. How long of a period is that?
I brought this on because we just got our amaryllis in today, so a lot of people buy these and start them now because they want them blooming for Christmas.
Right.
And then otherwise, people buy them and then have them as Christmas gifts. So it's going to take a good 6 weeks. It sort of depends on how warm your home is.
Right. Okay.
But if you want it for Christmas, you have to start.
That's gorgeous. So is it one per pot? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to do it that way, but usually people start them that way.
Okay. And what else do you have here?
Oh, I have some gorgeous mums. I brought on both a mum that can be grown outside. You're showing the one with the little eye that has actually a floral mum, and this one can be grown outside. Okay. But I did not have an example of a hardy mum. So there's 3 different kinds: garden mum, floral mum, and then one that I'm not showing because we're all out of them this year.
Okay, hey, very good. Let's take a call here. Janelle is calling from Blanchardville. Janelle?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine today.
Good. Well, what is your question for Linda?
Well, Linda, I planted over 3,000 tulip bulbs last fall, and some of the stalks are still there, you know, that they're dried up. Okay. But I want to get rid of the grass that's around them. Is the Roundup safe, or do I need to remove the stalks from those tulips?
Okay, as long as they are totally dry, you don't have to. 3,000, that's a lot. Otherwise, I'd say, oh, well, just pull those, you know. But as long as that's brown and the grass is green, you should be able to selectively kill that grass with the Roundup. And now is a good time because we have nice, warm days.
Exactly.
You have to have above 50 degrees for Roundup to work in the fall of the year.
Okay, okay, great. Hey, thanks a lot for calling.
Yep.
Now we have Audrey. Audrey from DeForest.
Hi.
Hey, good afternoon. What is your question for Linda?
A couple of things about daylilies. I put in a new bed of them last year that I got from the Daylily Society. They've blossomed and done really well this year, so this is like they've gone through one winter. And I don't know now after this summer, do I trim off those green tops now in the spring? What do I do with those? Okay. Or do I just leave them alone? And then I have an older bed with some daylilies that's in too shaded an area. Can I still move those now?
Yeah, what can you do with the daylilies? Yeah.
Well, see, daylilies are pretty easy. There's so many varieties, but you can cut that down this fall. If you wait till we get a better frost, it'll be easy. They'll pull off, but if you have something where you can just cut them off, now is a fine time because it's nice weather to work outside.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You could wait till spring. It wouldn't really make a huge difference. As far as those others transplanting, yeah, we're going to have wonderful weather. I think finally we had all that rain and the soil was almost too wet, but I think now is going to be great and you're going to have good weather. So get them moved and then water them in thoroughly.
Okay, good luck with those daylilies. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
We're going to talk to Carolyn from Madison. Now, this is a question that I would have too. She wants to know about cutting down the hostas this time of the year. Right, Carolyn?
Correct. I'm wondering if hostas and other perennials need to be cut down, or do we do it just to make the area look nice?
I planted hostas last year, so what's the answer to that one?
Carolyn's right. Carolyn, hostas are one of those, another tough plant, just like daylilies, and we cut it down to make it look neat. Some people just leave them and clean them up in the spring. I guess I'm too busy in the spring, so I do it at this time of the year. But you could choose to do it later. But again, with the hostas, once a light frost hits, then they pull off really easily. This time, if they're still green, you actually have to cut them off.
Right, okay. But they do pretty well throughout the season.
Yes, the trick is you've got to get them cleaned up in the spring before the new growth comes, because otherwise that can impede and sort of cripple their development. So.
Gotcha, okay. Well, we have time for one more question, I think.
Oh, and you know what? Could I mention that last week I was talking to someone about asparagus. They get that in the ground now. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to survive, but the sooner the better. You should have started those seeds in the spring. This was a caller from last week.
From last week, okay. So we have Shirley here from Baraboo, and she wants to know about her lemon plant. Shirley?
Hi.
Hi.
I bought a small lemon plant in the spring. I planted it outside, about 2 feet now, and I'm wondering if I should just mulch it heavily before winter, or should I dig it up in order for it to to continue living.
Dig it up and bring it inside. That's going to have to be a house plant during the winter. Lemons just, unfortunately, not that much global warming.
Yeah, exactly. Don't quite survive here. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Well, we are out of time. If you are still on the line, stay there. Linda's going to talk to you after off the air, and we're going to be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Thanks.
Thanks.